everybody, it's Amy Rich with amyrich.net. I'm excited to share with you my alternate paper pumpkin project for the month of April 2023, the All the Little Things paper pumpkin kit. It makes 3 beautiful cards, 3 of each, but we of course are making it into a fun fold using the supplies that you see here. So you can see that I've got one of the flowers, one of the larger ones from the punch outs, and then one of the little ones as well. I'm going to use this just to decorate the inside a little bit. And of course the iridescent rhinestones, some of the CALYPSO coral twine, Stampin' dimensionals, and the Enjoy Your Day and the little flower from the stamp set. And instead of using the shaded spruce ink pad that comes in the kit, I am going to use the CALYPSO coral color. You can certainly use the shaded spruce for what I am going to do, at least with the sentiment that we're going to do. So don't worry if you don't have CALYPSO coral, you can have some other options. Petal pink would be another great option too. We're going to start with our card base. This one is really pretty. It's got the petal pink shading. And I am going to turn it to the more white end and cut this at 5 1/4 inches. Actually, no, let's turn it this way and cut it at 4 inches. So we're going to cut the white part off at 4 inches. And then we're going to turn this piece and we're going to cut this at 3 3/4 inches. And then we're going to turn it to that white end and cut it at 5 1/4. I think it just saves one cut in there by doing it that way. And then actually, sorry, cut this at 5. So this piece here ends up at 3 3/4 by 5. There we go. Now we're clear. This one gets cut at 5 1/4. So this is 4 by 5 1/4 when all is said and done. So we've got those pieces ready to go. I'm not going to put my trimmer far because I'm going to use that again. But I'm going to bring in a piece of petal pink cardstock that measures 4 3/4 by 5 1/2. And I scored it 3/4 of an inch from the left-hand edge. So you can see that that gets folded there like that. But we're going to do some measuring. I've got my pencil and ruler. You can use grid paper, which works really well also. I got some pencil mark on there already. We're going to measure from the score line in 1.5 inches and just put a tick mark here. So you can see that tick mark there on the end. Let me bring this camera down just a little bit. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. So start at the score line and go 1.5 inches. And then turn it the other direction. And it's 5 1/2, so we want it in half at 2 3/4. So we're going to mark that here. Now we'll bring our trimmer in, and we're going to cut from the mark on the long end to this end, and then that same mark to that end. So we're going to trim that off to have a point on it. So we cut this off, just line up those tick marks in your paper trimmer and cut those off like that. Now using my brand new 2 3/8 inch circle punch from the 2023-2024 annual catalog, I'm going to put it in so that this top slant lines up with the side of my punch. And then I'm going to punch that hole and it looks something like that. And then we'll bring in our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I've got a folder, I think it's the Basics 3D embossing folder pack from the online exclusives. And I really like the crosshatch design in that. So we're going to put our plate 1 there. And then we're going to take this piece I just prepared and put it in so that that front area gets our crosshatch. So put that down on my platform and then use plate 3 and run that through. All right. Look at how cute that is. So we're going to fold there so you kind of get the picture. And then bringing in our 5.5 by 8.5 inch card base. This is also petal pink. We are actually going to use the base the wrong way. So it's going to open this way, and we're not used to that, right? So we're going to add adhesive to this section, this flat section here, and plenty of it. Don't be shy. Then we're going to add our card base in here, making sure that when we put it in, it doesn't overlap that scored line, and so that we can just close it like so. All right, so here we've got kind of a trifold thing going on. I'm going to bring this back down again. You can open this way and then open this way. So let's decorate the inside first. We're going to take that white piece that we cut 4 by 5.25 from the card, and that's going to fit right into place here. And then we're going to decorate that a little bit with the cute floral cutout. We're just going to stick that at the bottom right corner of that white piece, just for a little decor. And then if you'd like to, you can take, I got a little adhesive on there. You can take your little flower stamp and using the CALYPSO coral ink or the petal pink or whatever other color, and just add a couple flowers because it's cute. Oh, what the heck. One more. And then we're going to close this and add some layers here. So we'll take the petal pink shaded part of that card that we cut up, add that to a piece of 4 by 5.25 CALYPSO coral, and then this will go right here on this section. And then we're going to close this up, and we're going to do a little more decorating. So bringing in our Enjoy Your Day, we're going to stamp that inside of our circle. So it's going to go close to the top and center like that. And then that floral piece now is going to go right over here. So I am going to, these two petals here will go facing the bottom edge. And then these two petals and this petal will go kind of around the sentiment. Now what we want to do is add some dimensionals. So what I'm going to do is flip this over and just kind of do a light trace of where that flower, where we want our dimensionals. So now you can kind of see we only want dimensionals in this area right here. No, the other area. This area out here. Okay, so we'll grab our dimensionals and we'll get those kind of where we want them, just in that section. And then we'll bring it back here. Now I am going to, you can double check on the back. You can layer that from the, you can kind of see from the back side, and it can come off the edge here because it's not going to impede the progress into an envelope or anything. So we'll go ahead and put that right there like that. And now we're going to take our little flower and add a Stampin' Dimensional to the center of that. And now we're going to close this and we're going to put that right where our point can kind of catch that flower and keep it closed. Isn't that great? I love that little closure option using that little flower. And then using some of the twine, we're just going to cut off a piece, about 16, 18 inches. And then I'm going to wrap that around several times. And I probably told you to cut that a little bit longer than it should have been, but just, you know, wrap it around 3 or 4 times, and then we'll tie it in a bow here. And that'll just add a little bit of pop of color against that petal pink card base. And it ties in the layer, the Calypso coral layer here. So I'll trim that off. And then it tucks under, like I said. And now we're going to add those rhinestones for a little decoration. So we have a couple different sizes. So I'm going to use a small one, just using my fingers because that's what's handy right now. And we're going to just add a big one there, couple small ones, and maybe just one more inside here like that. And look at how cute that card is for our little fun fold today. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I love sharing alternate projects with you for Paper Pumpkin. I will be using May's kit to share with you in June, another alternate project. Don't forget to click subscribe underneath this video so that you can always be alerted when I post a new video tutorial. Thanks for joining me, everybody. This is Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator Amy Rich, hoping that you enjoy your day.